Welcome to this video which will tell you about the Pen to Print project, which is a project of London Borough of Barking and Dagenham Library Services and funded by the Arts Council England.
Hi, my name's Hakeem.
I'm Sue Burrows.
I'm Veronica Byrne.
I'm Patsy Middleton.
I'm Claire Beth.
I'm a stay-at-home mum.
I'm from Barking.
I'm from Dagenham.
Mum, wife, and now published author.
And I am a published author.
And at the age of 71, I'm a published author.
So today I want to share with you a very inspiring story, I hope, particularly how Pen to Print was born. I came to work for Barking and Dagenham Council as group manager for libraries, and I've been working here for the past 8 years. And when I first came here, I wanted to do something very interesting and very creative. And about 4 years ago, we started the reading festival that we called it the Read Fest. The idea was to bring in famous authors, local authors, to talk about how they publish their books and inspire the local community to write. And part of that, I attended one session run by Alison Owen, the Writers and Artists Yearbook. Alison Owen ran a workshop about how to get published. And I was in that workshop, and there was about 30 local residents. And that's where I got the idea for Pen to Print, and the success has been amazing.
It's been a really exciting thing to be involved with. We have a programme of competitions, creative writing classes, poetry classes. Everything for people taking part is free, and that's our philosophy. We want it to make it as accessible as possible to as wide a group of people. So we now have 5 people already getting books published through New Generation, and we've also got this year another 8 people that have finished writing a book, so fingers crossed we've got some more books in the pipeline.
I decided to enter the Pen to Print competition on a whim, really. I walked past the library and saw a poster for Writers' Workshop and thought, yeah, I'd like to do that, that'd be great. Something I used to do, like to get back into it. And I got in touch with Lena and it was full. So I thought, oh, okay, never mind. Then about a week later, she sent me an email to say, oh, we were going to run another class because it's been so popular. Are you still interested? I could not answer that email quick enough. But yes. Came along and we were given these leaflets about the competition. So I didn't really know there was a writing competition to start with. Got through to the final 8, which was amazing. Somehow managed to write a book in the space of about 3 months, and then obviously came through second place with the competition, which was amazing.
I had a passion for writing ever since I was little, and with the children, getting married young, having the children, I never got round to following my dreams, and the competition gave me the motivation and the inspiration to do that. I went uni like years ago, and I thought, why don't I go college to learn some tricks of creative writing. So it was at my college where my teacher, she realised that I've actually got a knack for this type of thing. So she took me to the launch of Pen to Print and introduced me to a few people there. And that's how I got writing. I enrolled at Ian Iris's workshop, and he was amazing. He said to me, Fazana, you write with freedom and courage. And those words have stuck with me since.
In the process of Pen to Print, I've gained a lot more confidence in my writing. We entered 2,500 words, and then there was the horrible time when you're waiting to see if you get an email with anything positive. And it's the first time that I've actually achieved anything with my writing. It's always basically me writing at home. I had been submitting to agents another book, which wasn't actually going anywhere. And it was the first thing that came back at me that someone thought my writing was good, which was great. Writing is a very difficult thing to get into, to actually make some sort of success. So you have to enter as many things as you can. Now with Pen to Print, it's the only local one I've ever seen And I've got friends living all over the country, and they are so jealous they've not had anything like this at all. So it's a great thing to do.
We were also coming to creative writing classes that the Pen to Print had laid on, and I just listened and learned, and just learnt so much. From those classes, we were then having masterclasses from published authors that were coming into the library to give talks on how they wrote their books. It was something I always wanted to do, and this was an opportunity that I couldn't miss.
We had a mentor for the competition, and my mentor, Ian Harris, was brilliant because he spent the first 2 or 3 mentor sessions just calming me down, really. We didn't do any editing, we just drank coffee and talked about books because I was so nervous. It makes me feel passionate about something again, which I think when you're, when you're a mum, a stay-at-home mum, sometimes you don't have a lot of passion in your life, apart from your children, of course, but it's good. It's good to have something else. That's mine. Yay.
Pen to Print has changed my life significantly. For starters, I never would have imagined myself sitting down in my house having coffee and tea with, to me, they're celebrities like Barbara Nadell, and I've met Martina Cole, and she's kissed me on both my cheeks, and she's pulled me aside and said, I want you to contact my agent because I love your book, because I was born on Ilford Lane as well. Surreal. It weren't going to happen unless I joined Pen to Print.
When I was looking up my ancestry, I found my father, and I found that he died in 1982. But also I found he'd been divorced 5 times, including my mum. And I also discovered that he had one son called Tom, and he lives in Tennessee. And I actually managed to find his telephone number one day on, and I phoned him up in America, and we were talking for a whole hour. He was crying, I was crying. He had a deep South American accent. It was fantastic. Now, finding my brother was one way that it changed my life through Pen to Print. But the other way was I started writing and writing and writing, and I've got 11 books now. Being in a wheelchair now, I never go out, I never meet anybody, but I meet all the people in the poetry groups. It's brilliant. I've got a social life again. So thank you, Pen to Print. You really have changed my life.
As you can see, Pen to Print is such a brilliant opportunity, and it brings so much enrichment to people's lives and opens up so many opportunities that you would never have thought of. So if you want to get involved in the future, contact us and tell us what you want to tell your story about.
I think one of the big issues or big problem for all of us as individuals is our mind is one of the biggest barriers to success. So whenever we want to do something new, something different, the mind always says it's impossible to do. Ordinary people who have taken part in Pen to Print, the winner, Fazana, to Claire, to Patsy, to all the others, to Hugh, all of those people that you will see and meet today, they are ordinary local people. Maybe they thought 2 years ago, 3 years ago, a year ago that they could never write a book, but they have shown you they have written a book. So it's all about challenging your mind, and I would encourage people to take part in the competition, to start writing. Once you start writing, you will get there. And that's a message not just for you, it's for me as well, because eventually I want to write a book as well.